Goodness me, Mr. Holmes, your mirror is filthy. Did you know that video games can cause seizures? Probably should. Did you know that people used to be racist? That's sad. Did you know that video games feature autosave functions? That's helpful. Hello, people of the internet. My name is Mitsuda. I'm a forensic scientist who's a side character in a series of mystery novels. And I'm streaming as part of a complex legal scheme to con my employer into giving me more days off. And today, we're going to be starting with Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. And it goes quiet every time I click anything that is not the game window. That's upsetting. Hello, truck. Okay, I did not start play, really, but I did take a quick eyeball through the controls controls with option settings, you know, the stuff we need to know if we're going to be playing the game. Just to avoid distracting you all and wasting time. Although I appear to be doing that with my constant pauses as I forget how words work. Actually, I find this very interesting, so I wanted to talk about it before we started. Look here. First off, I do appreciate that they have a very customizable difficulty options, but progress notifications, interactivity icons, I don't consider these difficulty settings. I consider these just basic quality of life stuff. And decision-making time, I think time limits are very antithetical to what the mystery genre is supposed to be all about. Difficulty in mystery is supposed to come from complex solutions and investigation and combining ideas together in interesting ways, not threatening people with not giving them time to actually think through the implications of their ideas, or just arbitrarily forcing them to pixel hunt by not telling them what they can interact with. I don't know. It's a bit nerve-wracking, but I don't know. I like Frogwares, I liked Crimes and Punishments, so I'm gonna go into it with an open mind. And of course we're playing on story difficulty because I am, as you say, not good at shooters. But I've been putting this long enough, let's give my vocal cords a break and watch the opening cutscene. Yes, feel free to overwrite my autosave where we didn't do anything. Many locals despise Brits. Mood. Yes, Truck, this is a shooting game. Featuring Sherlock Holmes. See, there he is.
Ginger. That's what you need. A mouthful of the good stuff and you'll see the back of any seasickness.
That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough about ginger to correct
Suppose
it.
you actually brought any ginger?
No, I don't get seasick.
He's helping.
Don't worry, Sherry. We've almost arrived at Cordona. I can see land through the porthole.
So much for docking by tea time. The captain seemed more interested in his maids than in his maps.
Oh, is Sherlock grumpy?
I can't believe Sherlock
We're
Holmes is
back
actually
where
a
we
grumpy
grew
little
up.
pee-pee
It's
baby.
exciting. What's changed? What's the same?
Ugh. I'm starting to question whether the weeks-long journey was worth it. Travelling all this way, enduring this indignity simply to visit a grave. Even if it is my mother's.
Ah, that's just Mycroft's nonsense, still rattling around in your head. Try to forget what he said. I have.
I believe it was that this is a performative farce, a feeble excuse to avoid responsibilities, and that there was nothing to be gained from it.
You needed to do this. Enough of the self-pity and doubt. So
Yeah,
we're a
learn
little
to
late.
love yourself,
What
you
of it?
stupid piece of
We'll
shit.
retire to the hotel and visit her in the morning. It'll be worth it.
Thank you, John.
And if you want to notify the captain's wife of his indiscretions, I will not stand in your way.
Ah, at last. I'm quite ready to get off this cursed boat.
Come on. We'll go together.
Well, here we are. Pismo Beach and all the clams we can eat. All jokes aside, this is very lovingly detailed, like, architecture. That might be a weird thing to zone in on, but I've been following Frogware since they were a no-budget little indie studio making point-and-click adventure games, so it's really inspiring seeing them come this way. Even if it does take Sherlock 12 hours to just walk to a hotel.
Hey, Sherry. Come on, catch up.
Okay,
Yes.
we have gameplay. Look around with the mouse. Watch to move. Click to talk to
Sherlock,
people.
don't get lost in this huge garden. Follow the sound of my voice.
I did not play a lot during my test streams, but I played enough to know that there's disappointingly little to do here on the outside, so let's just head on in.
Welcome to Il Palazzo de Lusso, sir. If you need something, sir, please inquire at reception.
Yeah, I get it. I'm above your pay grade.
Welcome to
It's
Il Palazzo
nice.
di Lusso, sir. We just need your signature. Would you kindly sign these papers, sir?
There you are.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Yes, we have room 221.
Do you get it? Do you get it?
Would you like a
Do
separate
you
key?
get it?
No, I think we'll stick together.
Very good.
Zeppeli,
Rooms are
do you
upstairs,
get
sir.
it?
Welcome to Cordona.
Hurry up, Sherlock. I want to see our room. I hope there's a balcony with a view. Hurry up, Sherlock. I want to see our room. I hope there's a balcony with a view.
I don't know what it is about balconies, but they kind of freak me out. And maybe it's just me. Seems white suits are in vogue this year. It's probably worth noting. Making my way downtown, walking fast, going upstairs. Alright, we are looking for room 221. Surprised they found the restraint to not include a B in there. 225. This probably isn't the right way. But I wanted to look at this picture of this guy.
Whoa, what a breathtaking man.
John? John, I can't see.
Whoa, what a breathtaking man.
My god, it's the second coming of Creepy Watson!
Those are the sharp eyes of a man with a bright mind. Almost like mine.
Hello, Kai. Thank you for showing up to my little stream. We've just started. You have not missed anything of consequence. We are Sherlock Holmes. Our mother is dead, and we have come here with our, I'm assuming, childhood friend. We aren't really in early enough to have anything explained to us. John, who is not John Watson, to visit her grave because I guess we missed the funeral. This is the hotel where we will be staying, and I cannot interact with any NPCs. That's upsetting. Two, three. 2. Here we are. 221.
I apologise, sir, but your
not
room is
B.
not yet ready. Perhaps in the meantime you would like to relax in the foyer? Tonight the restaurant is offering a complimentary marlin ceviche to all our guests.
Marlin
Let's check what they
ceviche?
have on offer.
Are they doing this on purpose? Wait, I'm sorry. I just started talking about this. Truck, Kai, do either of you know about Frogwares and the creepy Watson? Please, one of you say no. I would love a chance to explain this to somebody.
Let's check what they have on offer.
Walter, thank you for popping in. What's this? See, Walter gets it. Walter. Oh, Truck, thank you for saying that. I am so happy you said this. So, I'm going to completely stop doing gameplay for a second so I can just nerd out for a second. Let's all look at Sherlock's face as he ponders these platters. So Frogwares are the Sherlock Holmes company. If you look at their Wikipedia page, if you look at their company website, more than half of all of the games they've ever released in their entire history as a company have been games with the word Sherlock Holmes somewhere in the title. So they've got a lot of experience with the character, they've got a lot of games under their belts. One of those games goes by the title of Sherlock Holmes Nemesis. It's a game where you play as Holmes and you and Watson do battle with Maurice LeBlanc. Not Maurice LeBlanc, what? God, my brain does not work correctly when I'm streaming. I get nervous. You do battle with Arsène Lupin, the famous Phantom Thief. You might know his grandson. That is not the important bit. The important bit of this story is that game is very old, and Frogwares was a much younger, much smaller company. Yeah, that's how I feel, Sherlock. And they did not have the ability to program pathfinding yet. That is kind of important, because Sherlock Holmes has a partner. So what they did was they had Watson follow you around and make commentary, but he would not move if he was visible on screen. Now, Sherlock Holmes Nemesis was a first-person game. That meant you could walk backwards. That meant you could walk backwards and see what was in front of you while moving. But Watson would move when you couldn't see him, regardless of how long that was. So basically, Frogwares produced a game where you played as Sherlock Holmes, walking around investigating crimes, while being stalked by a John Watson who could teleport around like the Slender Man. It was fantastic. It was horrifying. And Frogwares knows all about it. When Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments was in development, was it Crimes and Punishments? I don't remember if it was Crimes and Punishments or Testament. It was one of the two later games. They did release a trailer featuring Creepy Watson as, like, an advertisement for the fact that they had finally figured out pathfinding. Look it up sometime, it's very funny. But yeah, that's funny. Walter, I don't know when you popped your head in. The reason I started talking about this is because our investigative partner in this game, John, not Watson, because this is a prequel, I noticed him teleporting around in the exact same way, and I don't know if they're doing it on purpose. Yeah, sorry I didn't introduce the game earlier. Your message made me think maybe you were just popping your head in and then just gonna leave to do your own thing, which, I mean, if you do that, I don't mind, but if you're sticking around, hello, you have not missed anything. We have just started the game. Sherlock's mother is dead, and we're here to visit her grave. That is the entire plot thus far. Now let's look at the hors d'oeuvres.
Hey, Sherry, just our luck.
If seafood's not to your taste, everyone loves Benedict's batch. Our poached eggs with hollandaise sauce.
Sherlock, can you hear me? Are you doing that on purpose? Yeah. Okay, cool. Nice, thanks. Good to have you around, Walter. I'm pretty sure our room was on this side. Sherlock. Yes, Sherlock. Benedict Cumberbatch. Funny story. So, when I was in college, the first college class I ever took in freshman year was a class on mystery fiction, and the absolute first thing we did in the entire class, in my entire experience in college, was watch A Study in Pink in class on a big projector.
Perhaps in the meantime you would like to relax in the foyer? Tonight the restaurant is offering a complimentary marlin ceviche to all our guests.
First major puzzle, find the marlin ceviche. Alright, I guess we'll go look around for the marlin ceviche.
Hey, Sherry. Just our luck.
That's what you were pointing at.
A medium, John. Haven't we been through this already?
Come on, it's not like we've got anything better to do.
Sudden cutscene. Caught the joke I was about to make.
Excuse me, sir, but I believe Mr. Galich is conducting a seance at the moment. Perhaps you'd care to have your portrait drawn while you wait?
Why?
Pardon me?
Why should I sit for a portrait?
Sir, it's art. It doesn't need a why. It is its own justification.
Sherlock,
All things
you're
require
related
justification, be
to
they objects,
Vernet.
systems, or
You need to
beliefs.
How
appreciate
about
some
art
art.
as the lens through which we see the truth of the world?
That's backward. Truth is not subjective and not complicated. It's just the truth. It either is or it isn't.
There's
We
only
do
ever
not
one
need
truth.
A lens to see it, just an open mind.
Ha! That seems rather close-minded. Truth, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. So tell me, what do you see?
Mediocrity.
Shut your mouth, you mediocre artist. Probably also a mediocre clarinet player.
Come now, Sherry. What did he do to deserve that? The servant mentioned ceviche at the bar, Sherry. You should grab us some, and I'll find us a table. I'm starving.
If seafood's not to your taste, everyone
Okay, you're
loves Benedict
just an
spatch.
NPC, you
Our
have nothing
poached
for
eggs
me.
with hollandaise sauce.
The servant mentioned ceviche at the bar, Sherry. You should grab us some, and I'll find us a table. I'm starving.
Hey, game, you're kind of throwing me to the wolves here. I have not had time to get the lay of the land yet. Looks like there's nothing over in this direction. Is this the bar? It looks like a bar, but I can't talk to the bartender. It's the staff-only room. My adventure game brain is telling me to try to find a way to bust in there, but I'll be polite until the game gives me a reason to stop. Anything hiding under the stairs? No. Did the butler do anything yet? No. This is how I play adventure games. I just kind of wander around blindly, just poking everything to see where all the Easter eggs are hidden. Hope y'all don't mind. You look
Pardon, monsieur,
important.
but I am not in the mood to talk.
No extra ammo under the stairs. Riveting.
If seafood's not to your taste, everyone loves Benedict spatch.
Okay, time to
Our
check if
poached
John
eggs
found us a
with
nice table
hollandaise
for the evening.
sauce.
Game, I tried to pick that up as soon as you brought its existence to my awareness. Why did... oh, pain. It's too early to start getting upset. Let's go talk to John.
Sherry, I'm over here with my new Ursine companion. What are you waiting for? Put the dish down so we can tuck in.
Alright, mission
Bordeaux's even
accomplished.
quieter
Eat
than I
some
remembered.
food.
It's going to be a long evening.
Ah, come now, Sherry. What say we amuse ourselves with a little game?
Dynamic dialogue choices.
What were you thinking? Oh, promise me it isn't nonsense. After being cooped up on that boat, I am itching for activity.
No. As you can see, someone left a cane on our table. I simply thought you could identify its owner.
Ah, so it is nonsense. It'll take me a minute, John, at most.
Well then, you can deliver it to him as well.
Alright, time to do some Sherlock Holmes
Deliver it to
things.
him. Then what are the staff here for? Aesthetics?
Stubborn, Sherry, too stubborn. You wanted something to do.
Slapping oneself in the face is also something to do. That doesn't make it worthwhile.
But sometimes
All
it's
right.
fun.
Let me take a look.
Right?
No matter how long you stare at the stick, it's not going to walk itself to its owner.
Stick coming secrets.
The hand grip is a head of a golden Javanese statue, probably stolen from a temple. The dents suggest it has been used as a bludgeon.
It feels more important than you just sold it as, Sherry.
A crest depicting a bulb of garlic in a meadow, perhaps the Fielding family or Meadows, or Craven, from the Old English name meaning garlic place.
Wonder if he's a keen hunter. Okay, so this is the nothing to see here symbol.
The cane is made of ebony, it's worn uncared for, and bears the scars of numerous hits. This cane is an expensive and ostentatious weapon. Its owner must be vain, volatile, and of noble English blood.
Take it with you, Sherry. Let's return it to its owner. All right, I hope you noted down your observations in your casebook. But how are you going to find this nobleman?
The cane itself is not enough. I may have to ask other guests if they saw who was here.
Alright. Ask by press ZXC to open the casebook, pin evidence with X, then talk to people. Yes, give me more details, please. Pin evidence, profile people, relevant traits, concentrate, track. This is a lot of keys to remember. C for casebook. Got it. It feels like the sort of thing you should have worked into a tutorial. I suppose technically they have. I'm not gonna complain. I'm just trying to fill space while we do the boring work of streaming ourselves reading text on a page. Evidence is crucial to your investigation. Contains vital evidence. Search, inquire, pin. Okay, we can add pins to maps. That's convenient. Right. Open the casebook. Alright, now, let us inquire after the locals. Feels like home already.
Excuse me, just one question.
You're fortunate to ask me because I know that.
3 people. 1 couple and a retired Navy officer. The Navy officer went to the garden to find some air. Used as a weapon from afar.
Well, even
That
with your keen
sounds like
senses,
him.
Sherry, I doubt you'll find the cane's owner on your first try.
And would you be confident enough to bet on it, my friend?
Why not? Let's see how good you really are.
Alright, so we do have Batman vision. Won't tell us anything till we get outside. But Sherlock can look into the Matrix despite computers not having been invented yet. Pretty sure these are all just... My god, he's dehydrated! Remember to stay hydrated, everybody. Anyway, as I'm saying, I'm pretty sure that NPC stuff is just randomly generated. Not super interesting, but it's nice that they cared. Thank you, Truck. I'm actually very insecure about the way I talk, because I think I sound very pompous, but I swear I'm not doing it on purpose. I just have a degree in English linguistics. Are you a German teacher, ja? I've taken German lessons, but I don't remember anything, so I can't do a joke about this. I'm gonna go outside now. I'm burning daylight. No. Got all that just from her ass. Truly extraordinary. Okay. Where are you, good sir? Greek secretary, Irish pharmacist who used to dance, incredibly respectable. Doubted this lady. German singer. She likes to sing. That's an Italian aristocrat who needs new shoes. A Swedish actor. Singer. Shut up. Lloyd. Retired military officer. It might have been him. Is there anyone else out here? Oh, if I don't get this, I'm gonna feel very bad about myself. Secretary. Dancer, pharmacist. Singer, occultist. The aristocrats. Swedish actor was beaten recently. I feel a case. Singer, yeah, you're the only guy here who's got anything related to the military about ya.
May I ask you something?
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
The Navy officer, Mr. Rhodes, was sitting at our table with the noble couple. The men talked about yachting, the lady was fidgeting with the cane. Perhaps she put it aside and her husband forgot to take it when they went to the meeting. Okay, so... I guess technically you were right and I was wrong, Walter. Trucked reading stream... I've given it thought, actually. I'd have to find something public domain first. Okay, so, Okay, so our lady's at the medium, and now we have an excuse to enter the seance room. Sherlock, did you actually want to do this? Sherlock is attuned today for the concept of the supernatural.
Hey, Sherry, don't we now have the perfect excuse to visit the seance?
I'm just going to give the cane to its owner. You will not persuade me to take part in this show.
Tintin. Okay. As expected, I won the bet. The retired Navy officer who was your team. just harass everyone with questions before even approaching something close to the entire. Is this one of the games where you have to do things step by step? Okay, Walter, I don't know for certain. This is a blind playthrough. I did deliberately put off playing this because I knew I wanted to stream it. So the previous two Sherlock Holmes games developed by this company, Crimes and Punishments and The Devil's Daughter, both featured multiple endings. And I'm concerned about, like, if I go too far afield, I might screw myself out of a good ending. Like, you see here, as expected, I won the bet. The bet was that we'd get it in one shot. I think if I'd talked to someone else, I would have had a black mark that said I lost the bet on my screen for the rest of my life, and that would have made me feel dumb. I don't like feeling dumb. I get enough of that on the job. To enter the Seance Room. What else do we have here? Okay, table, I guess this is part of it. Go to the medium. And I guess the main quest. And we have John's diary. Sherlock, why are you reading someone else's diary? Yeah, I have a very completionistic spirit, but I'm concerned about, like, doing it right for whatever definitions are on the table. How does Sherry always know exactly what to do to get the answer? There are so many variables. Incredible. Sometimes I truly believe Sherry can never be mistaken. I'm so proud to be by his side. He did it. I should have bet on something more difficult, like finding the man with his eyes closed. Dona, Heritage Collector. I can't access any of this yet. I assume that lies in our future. Okay, so our boy's at the seance, so I guess we should find out where the seance is. I'd like to know that myself. Game. I think he was to enter the seance room. Yeah, well, there's some games do be... Okay, the map is of the entire stinking island. So I don't think it's... I mean, any detective explain... this is a very unfortunate lighting situation. Any relationship where one person explains things to another will inevitably attract comparisons to Holmes and Watson. That's just the nature of the world. I can talk to these people. The heck?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Sorry, but I've never heard of it.
Okay, I can just ask random NPCs about whatever I'm holding, and they will tell me they don't know. That's neat.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I have nothing to hide, sir, but I've never heard of this.
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you asking, about what, and dressed as what?
Okay, this was something I remember they mentioned. In the pre-release material. People react to you differently depending on how you're dressed, and what's what, and how much, like, reputation. Apparently there's a reputation system in this game. Yeah, you gotta have someone to explain your reasoning to, otherwise no one will explain your reasoning. Is this the Seance Room?
Excuse me, just one question.
Apologies, sir, but I've never heard of it.
Nope. This probably isn't the Seance Room, it's just someone's hotel room. That door isn't real. Portrait of Wilfred Brimley's great-grandfather. Okay, it looks like up here are, like, right and proper hotel rooms. Did they mention the setting? Beloved relatives and celebrities? Is the seance... Can we not go in until the seance is over? Do we gotta sit back at our table and wait? Okay, the drawings are randomly generated, but it seems like they're at least consistent per person once you've got them. That's a neat detail. That would have bothered me otherwise. Can I have my marlin? I just want my fish.
Come on, if you hurry, perhaps we'll see the ghost.
Okay, John's over here, so I imagine things are probably over here. There's the money.
This hotel, this island, it's full of thieves. First my cane, now the diamond. Take your hands off me! Do you even know who I am?
Okay then, I see what we have to do now.
Hey boy, that's my cane!
I get that a lot. It's a very common design.
What? No, that's a custom-made...
A joke. A joke. It was left at my table in the restaurant. I thought it deserved to be returned.
Well, I'll be... It is rare to encounter a straight-fingered true penny these days. What a gentleman. But I must ask, how did you know I was the rightful owner?
Observe. Okay, your face is red. Your tie is too expensive. It still was around. You have a ring, and you don't wear a wedding wing. Your dick is unremarkable. Do your pants tell us anything? Pocket square, no. Okay, usually in these circumstances, you start from the face. Look around. Knuckles. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, it's the knuckle. I noticed that, but it didn't show up when I looked at his hand. Okay. Judging by the heraldic emblem on his signet ring and cane, I can be fairly certain that this man is Lord Craven, a noble Englishman in the habit of visiting resorts to receive treatment for his liver malady. His florid face indicates that he has succumbed to the temptations to drink a few shots of alcohol. Perhaps he was unsettled by the seance, by his red knuckles, I presume. Oh, Truck, I hope you didn't get it on anything. Sorry. Sometimes I say things before I think about them. His red knuckles, I presume he takes boxing lessons to strengthen his physical condition. Already annoyed by the disappearance of his cane, he's now infuriated by the theft of a diamond, unsurprisingly. Or... Okay, so this is new. In previous this Sherlock Holmesing people over in the Sherlock Holmes game, shockingly enough, is a thing that was in previous games, but now we can pick which option we want. So, do we think his face is red because he has a liver malady? Or is it because he's an alcoholic? Judging by the heraldic emblem on his signet ring and cane, I can be fair certain this man is Lord Craven, a bored, rich English nobleman who travels around Europe squandering his money. His florid face indicates that he has problems with alcohol. He is still physically strong and healthy, but in a few years' time, he'll be wretched. Being constantly drunk, he has issues with his temper. His red knuckles reveal that he has severely beaten at least one person quite recently. His anger issues mixed with alcohol and contrariety could make him a violent person. Okay. Now, I know which of these options I believe is correct, but because this game is in possession of a Twitch add-on, you all can vote. Well, vote now on your phones. Speak now or forever hold your peace. I do not get a vote in my own option, as long as I... Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did that not work? I tried testing this earlier, but I did not see. Well, Truck, the honest answer is I don't know. When I clicked to, when I clicked through to let this go earlier, I didn't get anything. The extension itself is showing on my stream. No, I know it's... Okay. Well, the good news is this is the option I was going to pick anyway. I do think he is a sickly man and not an alcoholic. So, do I think that because... Now, I don't think that for any reason of, like, logic. I just think that because Sherlock accusing this guy of being an alcoholic and turning out to be wrong would be very funny. So from a writer's perspective, that would be the better wrong answer. But let's find out.
Simple deduction. Your cane told me everything. I was after a British noble who takes boxing lessons but suffers from some liver issues. And if one were to go further, one may even be able to extrapolate your name from your heraldic symbol, Lord Craven.
Well, you're half correct. I am indeed Lord Andrew Craven. Your other guesses were wrong. But you still have the edge over that blasted medium.
Dang it.
Well, you found my cane. Perhaps you can locate my diamond, too. Yes, you should do it. It will be child's play for you, Mr.
Holmes. And if a child can do it, then I'm sure the local police can suffice.
The police? Why bother? I know this harlequin stole it. The only question is, where is it hidden? Fine. Give me my stick and I'll resolve the matter myself. This thief almost confessed after a single punch.
I suspect a beating may result in answers of questionable veracity. Fine. I shall spare you and he the trouble if you first answer me this.
I am going to go out on a limb and guess we can ask both of these, but just in case, I'm gonna circle around and come back to the core issue last. Tell me about the seance.
You insist the medium robbed you during the seance. But what occurred exactly?
It was a dirty trick. We were sitting here in the dark, chanting and holding hands, as expected. Then something began to appear from the medium, like a cloud or a bubble. The swindler called it ectoplasm.
Yes. Common in the spiritualist trade, and quite the spectacle.
Indeed, perhaps too much. My beloved Emma screamed in horror, and I stood to defend her, attacking that cursed ghost.
Tried to punch the
Hand
ghost.
hit nothing. The medium jumped away from me, and Emma fainted. I lit the candle, and the diamond was gone.
Yep. And I kind of think that there was another guy who got beaten recently right outside the medium room. I wonder if that was also hinting at a violent temper. Man, I'm losing my edge. When I played Crimes and Punishments, I got all, like, correct answers my first playthrough. Hashtag humble brag.
How does a priceless diamond become the subject of a seance? It is an unusual accoutrement.
Emma wished to speak with its former owners. My grandfather told us it belonged to a Raja, an Indian king.
So you were summoning long-dead Indian royalty, and, pray tell, you were expecting him to converse in English?
To be frank, Mr. Holmes, I don't believe in ghosts. But Emma was fascinated by the idea of meeting a real king, even a dead one.
Well, a crown is a crown. Can you describe the stone itself?
A yellow diamond, not less than 100 carats, and perfectly egg-shaped. There is not another like it.
Do you believe in ghosts? Well, there are some places where people do believe in ghosts. With good reason.
Stay here, and don't touch anything. I'm going to investigate further.
Don't fret, I'll be keeping a close eye on this thief.
Ability must recharge before it can be used again. Okay. Alright. Let us pin this evidence because it is relevant to our interests. And take a look around.
There are light traces of rouge on the edge of this wine glass.
Used by a woman. I would like to know what this circle means.
This must be the ectoplasm. Too bad there's not enough for a proper chemical analysis.
Ectoplasm. The ghost was here, Sherry.
This brooch is old and cheap, but the moth design has its charms.
Mind Palace clue. We have a Mind Palace now? Is it tended by mind goblins? When in doubt, look at the
Half a glass
ashtray.
of Balblair Scotch and the remains of a Paul Aranaga cigar. What else does a gentleman need?
Okay, what am I missing here? Okay, there we go.
The diamond was placed on the table so that all participants could reach it.
Now what? Piano over here. Look at the physical evidence before you confront any
Love the
suspects.
ambience. Nice and creepy.
That way you can present things to them.
This hefty chair has nearly broken after hitting the wall. Could one man even lift it?
At Cambridge, I was captain of the rugby team. It was no place for weaklings.
Okay.
Was this covered on purpose?
Of course. It is very dangerous to leave a mirror exposed during a seance. The spirits may become enraged.
Or someone may notice the trick they should not see.
Okay, I think I have the same system in previous games, but just in case. Choose case, combine clues. Yeah, okay, it's just combine clues. Don't look related, but there's no penalty for trying. Got a portrait's formed, accusations fine. That's a lot of stats. Okay. I just brought this up. feels like there should be more here. I know it's a tutorial case, but I want to be certain. I popped up. Show that you didn't even want to play. You know what? Give me a second. Back to the main menu. Here somewhere. It says here I'm logged in as a streamer. I like how the highest level is called Epic. I guess shadows just aren't that interesting. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna have to look at this on my own time. I have zero sense of direction. Alright, one of you talk to me.
What happened here?
I don't know. The ghost. I summoned it as usual, but then it all went wrong. The lady screamed and pointed at Lord Craven. And there was a shadow. Such a mystical force. It terrified the lady. And it must have taken the diamond. Who else could have?
I will investigate, and the culprit will be identified.
But the stubborn brute Lord Craven blames me right now. As if I could do something like that. Perhaps you can reason with him? Please?
Seems like you're ready to delve into your mind palace, Sherry. I'm sure you'll make some good deductions.
Alright, we found a mind palace.
I didn't take the diamond, I swear.
I want to know about the spirits, though. Okay. Look at the mind palace. Okay. Lady Craven was pointing out the window. What else? Yep. That doesn't mean anything.
There may have been an unexpected visitor outside the window.
Ah, I hope it was the ghost of the Raja.
I didn't take the diamond, I swear.
Thank you for helping us resolve the situation, sir.
I always want to go out that way, even though I know the chair's in the way. Can you
Pale
talk?
skin, quickened pulse, unsteady breathing. She's barely conscious. The feebleness of women.
Really, Sherry? Poor thing.
Find the stone, Mr. Holmes, and quickly.
Alright, let's take a gander at the outside.
Can I ask you a question?
I can't help you with that, sir.
Of course you can't. So, if we're looking for Someone outside the window. Where does that leave us?
Can I ask you a question?
I'm sorry, but I've never heard of that.
Hello, I'm selling these fine leather jackets like the one I'm wearing.
Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
This isn't working. You might need a different tack.
Okay, we can pin this as a separate piece of evidence. Okay, feeling it.
Could you help me?
I can't help you with that, sir.
Okay, so just going outside and talking to random people
Oh,
was
I'm
not
sorry,
the
but
correct
that's
solution.
beyond my knowledge.
Everyone's looking at us, Sherry. You sure you know what you're doing?
Well, Walter, I'm pretty sure there's not a ghost, but... What are you yelling again? Wow, that's incredibly rude, John.
Such a shame that Inspector Placido vanished. I'd feel much safer with him handling this.
That's very... It's the wrong way again. I am a detective, not a map maker. Over here at least.
I didn't take the diamond, I swear.
Find the stone, Mr. Holmes, and quickly.
Oh, I love the ambience. Nice.
Oh, there's a door here. I'm an idiot.
Thank you for helping us resolve the situation, sir.
Let's take a gander at the great outdoors. There's the money.
This looks recent. A shoe with a broken heel will surely leave scratches. All right, John. Do you think a ghost could leave this footprint?
I'm reserving judgment. Use your keen eye to follow the trail.
I don't know if this is a suspect. Sherlock said it was more of a witness. And also, I don't know if this is a woman's shoe. I mean, it's... Looks like it had a... I don't know. I'm reserving judgment until we track this thing down. No. Definitely a woman's shoe.
Rose d'Amour. All the maids in the hotel wear this exact shoe.
That doesn't narrow it down at all.
Rose d'Amour. All the maids in the hotel wear this exact shoe. Rose d'Amour.
Yeah,
all the maids in the hotel wear this exact shoe.
We get it. We get it, Shirley.
Size 4 with a broken heel.
So size...
definitely not the ghost of a Raja. Unless... No. What a shame.
Our witness was a nosy maid. Searching the entire hotel could be difficult. Perhaps the other maids can help us find her.
Everybody have that.
Are you able to help me?
You look like an honorable man. I have some information for you.
Lucia got a scolding from the chief steward for wearing common shoes at work. She should be cleaning near the pictures upstairs. Oh, the ones I've already... We got that. Nope. Progress. portraits.
Finally, there you are. One would think a maid would be easy to find in this place.
I'm sorry, sir. Do you need more towels?
No. You
Well,
are the
Sherlock,
maid
you
who saw
should
the
never
ghost in
go
the
outside
Seance
without
Room,
a
yes?
good towel.
How did you know?
Simple. You changed shoes after breaking a heel while fleeing the scene.
I'm sorry, sir, but if I may ask, who are you?
I don't want to scare the poor girl.
I'm a novelist documenting the supernatural and those who witness it. Now, should you take a starring role in the tale, I will need your name.
Oh my. A book? And you want to include me? I'm Lucia. Lucia Saletta.
Something went wrong during the seance, Lucia, but no one will tell me what happened. You would be a valuable interview if you were there.
I was. And I saw everything with my own eyes.
What specifically
Describe what
did you
happened
say?
during the seance.
A lady and two gentlemen were sitting at a table, touching their hands to something. The medium started to whisper and chant, and a ghost appeared.
A ghost? You're confident?
It was unearthly, sir. It grew from the medium's chest. A glowing cloud or a bubble. I pressed closer against the window to see better.
And the lady saw you?
How did you... Yes! She screamed and pointed, so I hurried to escape, and I broke my heel. But I did see the ghost. A sickly, evil thing.
And that's all you can tell me? Did you see any of what happened next?
The medium, Mr. Galici, he was doing something with the ghost. He grabbed at it like he was trying to catch it. And then I ran.
I suppose I should be grateful you endured these horrors for such a long time. All right, I have your account memorized. Good day.
You lied to the poor girl, Sherry. What a tease. She'll dream about being a character of that book.
Surely a pleasant dream is better than no dream at all, John.
Oh, let's get back to the crime scene. I always love seeing you explain simple things to simpletons. Oh, let's get back to the crime scene. I always love seeing you explain simple things to simpletons.
Okay, what do we have? I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. So if we go back and I know it's the tutorial case, but I'm still getting a bit twitchy at being asked to, like, how quickly this all is moving.
Lady Craven retired to her room to rest.
My god.
Lord Craven remained here until the staff reported that the medium was locked in his room.
Okay. The node. I'm just gonna lie here for a second. Okay. Okay, so we know Lady Craven, the one... I don't understand what you're saying here. Okay. So, we know that Lady Craven was the one facing the window. And... let's see, where was that ectoplasm? Where was that ectoplasm? I can't see it with the screen all whited out like this. This one's got a jacket on it. Okay, survey says... Gotta hold it down.
It all began when the lady screamed and pointed at the window. Lord Craven jumped up, ready to face anything, ghost or human. The medium shrank back in dismay. He was not expecting such a reaction and had to quickly hide the ghost. The lady was the only one left touching the diamond, at least until she fainted.
That was fun.
Amazing. It's like you saw it with your own eyes, sir.
Oh, I forgot that you were here. I guess I should discuss all of this with Lady Craven.
The Cravens are upstairs in room 226. It is one of our finest suites.
If the lady was touching a diamond, then she would have felt the ghost take it. What do you think it felt like, Sherry? A jellyfish?
Okay, all evidence collected. Nothing left to deduce. I keep hitting the wrong button. When the spirit appeared, there was chaos. Lady Craven screamed, pointed away from the spirit towards the window. Lord Craven and the constructed by this. Lady Craven was the last person to hold the diamond. I should tell the lone serpent. 226. That's the important bit. Excuse me, I don't have time for social niceties. I need to solve a crime. Not gonna linger on that in case Twitch gets upset with me. 3, 4.
With skills like that, this biblical lady could get a job in Scotland Yard.
Oh, Walter, is that what you were concerned about? Yeah, I didn't even realize. I just, when they said it was like a bubble, I just assumed it was just a pocket of gas or something.
It's just a talented imitation.
Okay. 225. Here we are.
Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember her behaviour in the hall.
No. Is that not it? Wait, do I...
May I ask you something?
Do I only get the one shot?
Please, don't get angry, sir. But I know nothing about this, I swear to you.
Do I only get one shot at that? Okay, I would have liked to know that sooner. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm quite sorry. But I'm not letting that go on. Most of that just looks like noise. I swear to drunk I'm not God.
Lady Craven is not...
No, step back, ignore me, I'm walking away.
Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember her behaviour in the hall.
Her behavior in the hall. Don't think it's... No. Maybe? Maybe?
Lady Craven is not who she seems.
Okay, we do get another shot. I guess I just went up. Nope. There we go.
Lady Craven is not who she seems.
Okay, I see how it is. Now, how was I supposed to know that was relevant? I overheard two staff members talking about Lady Craven. They gossiped that the woman may not be the wife of Lord Craven. By their observation, she was on the lookout during the evening while trying to get Lord Craven drunk. They also noticed how the lady was unsure how to properly use a fish knife. That's a bit suspicious. She's a lady, not a chef. Oh, John, you little gossip. Walter, etiquette is the subject I know nothing about. Okay. Remind me, we need to keep both this evidence in mind. Madame? Oh dear. Right.
You're here, at last. I didn't do that. I swear, I found her this way.
That's unfortunate.
Well, I did have some questions for her, but it seems I've arrived too late. Now it's a matter for the police.
Mr. Holmes, you said it yourself. They're children. They'll only make things worse. You promised me you would investigate.
Investigate a theft, not a murder. Fear not. I will tell them all I've uncovered.
Please, help me. The police will surely accuse me of Emma's death. You were the only one who can find the truth.
Fine, but only because it's slightly more interesting than the walls of my room. Tell me what happened.
Look. After you left, I waited in the seance room until the servants locked up Mr. Gallici, the medium.
And was your mistress there too?
Oh, so you know? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Regardless, the staff took Emma to her room. She was still feeling dizzy.
So you didn't follow her. Interesting.
I don't know if they're gonna stop me from asking the other one.
Where did you go instead?
To the bar. It had been almost an hour.
I see. And how long did you stay?
I partook of a well-earned whiskey or two before retiring upstairs. Ask anyone there.
Okay. I asked this second because they already mentioned they locked him up for suspicion of diamond theft, so...
Is Mr. Gallici still being held? And where did the servants secure him?
He's in room 225. But that pigeon-livered man at the reception desk refused to give me the key.
Well, I will have to visit reception myself then. Perhaps he will listen to reason. Now we arrive at the tragedy at hand. So what transpired after your detour to the bar?
I headed up to my room to find Emma on the bed. I didn't pay her much attention at first. I was still preoccupied with that damned medium. But when I realized she was silent, I drew closer and discovered she was dead. What's more, the diamond lay right there beside her.
Oh, well, that is splendid news.
Splendid? The return of the diamond will be cold comfort if I live out my days in a jail cell. You must help me.
Let me see what I can find.
Barely an hour has passed and you already have yourself a murder mystery, Sherlock. Why am I not surprised?
It's the detective's curse. Everyone here suffers from it.
Do something about it, Holmes. I did not do it. You know that.
She's quite affable. Okay, it was gonna come to this eventually.
A remarkably simple lock.
So, the lock is not particularly difficult to get through.
So young and so dead. Another mystery to investigate, my friend.
Fard Rouge Calomel Mascara, a real altar of beauty for the travelling temptress.
Nothing suspicious here.
Aha, a neat hiding place. Why would she conceal all of this? This ring looks out of place among the others, and the design is familiar.
Your papers, please.
£1,000, that's quite a fortune.
Okay, the image is starting to come together.
Fard Rouge Calomel Mascara, a real altar of beauty for the travelling temptress.
Might not see there.
Virtus Audacta Sapit, courage tastes bold. A unique family motto.
I thought courage tasted strawberries.
A victim with a checkered past and poor taste.
Okay, you saw it, I saw it, we all saw it. Okay, just probably actually look at the body at some point. Oh, the death is obvious enough.
Strangled with bare hands, judging by the bruises.
And the game's not drawing attention to it, but the mascara stain probably indicates she was conscious and unbound. Here we have a diamond.
This must be the missing diamond. A tremendous specimen, now forever tainted.
Fake bottom drawers, they make my rockin' world go round. Right, anything in your other hand, anything in your purse.
Everything was tipped out of the bed as if it was searched.
Do you think she stole the stone?
It's certainly possible, but we won't get her confession now.
Well, there is a professional medium right next door.
I am needed elsewhere.
We still gotta do. So we gotta talk to people about the hidden jewels. How's the ring moth design? Why am I presenting you with evidence? What do I show?
I doubt I can help with this. Get to the point, Mr. Holmes.
I found these jewels secreted away. Are you familiar with them?
Ah, it cannot be so. That deceptive wagtail. How could she do this?
That sounds like a yes.
These items were supposedly stolen from us during our trip. I must have spent hours reporting it all to the police. And it turns out she had them all along. The trollop. I'd kill her myself were she not dead already.
If Holmes says the diamond is the real thing, I'm inclined to believe him until proven otherwise.
Do you recognize this ring?
Should I? It's a third-rate piece if ever I've seen one. I'd never buy something like this.
Did you ever see Miss Emma wearing it?
No. And why should she? I gave her enough jewelry that she could wear a superior ring every day of the week. Do something about it, Holmes. I did not do it. You know that.
Right. Okay, here's a split. Let's go down and look at that. So here's how, where, from, don't. Yeah, if all the jewels were found in her room, I am inclined to believe that she is our thief, and that the diamond was in the room because she was caught with it. Time will tell. Okay, now what do we have left? So the obvious next choice would be to go down. And well, first off, there's this letter.
Someone was not happy with his post? Someone was not happy with his post?
Can't. Not gonna try putting it back
Someone
together,
was not happy with
surely.
his post?
Okay. Okay, let's go talk to Luca. Then go down and question the barman about Lord Craven's alibi. Right, we gotta get the key from the reception first.
Sorry. Maybe a guest noticed him.
Okay, and nothing else is pinnable, so... should be alright. Save yourself, John.
Now you're in your element, Sherry.
Can I ask you a question?
Friend, you're lucky there is something I know about this.
Okay, he wasn't at the bar very long. Okay, what does that mean? So is John's diary just like a place where the game tells you how good you're doing? No, that kind of makes me feel bad. Okay, Lord Craven spent time at the bar. Lord Craven had time to kill Emma, or the murderer had time to kill Emma while Lord Craven was drinking downstairs. This is the more logical... No, this is the more logical answer, but this is the answer that makes for a more interesting story. I don't know what direction the game wants me to take this. if we do both of these, the finger starts to point towards Lord Craven. There's more evidence in need of collection. Right, foyer. Need a key to unlock the door. Got a locked room murder, so we don't have legal permission to kick it down.
Give me the key to Luca Galici's room. I need to talk to him about the events of the seance.
I suppose you are an impartial outsider. All right, but please do not give it to Lord Craven. We do not want to see our reputation damaged further.
Awkward. They still don't know what a nasty surprise awaits upstairs.
Hush. No need to cause another ruckus. The last thing we want is the police to come meddling.
Okay, now... up we go. Question our other suspects. I presume this is our only other suspect. I haven't really thought of anybody. Bang bang. Okay, you all saw that, right? He was not in here when
Always
we...
take me to the best of places, Sherry.
I guess all people named John are just inherently
Do you
craving.
always travel with your books, Mr. Galici?
I do. In my line of work, one needs resources available to help deal with the unpredictable and unworldly.
Right.
A familiar substance. It's the ectoplasm that stained the seance table, but this time there's enough for analysis.
I do remember during the game's pre-release, chemical analysis. Okay. Now, I do remember during this game's pre-release cycle, they did a Q&A, and somebody got a hearty chuckle by asking the devs about Creepy Watson, so they know it's a thing. Okay, math. So, next it needs to be 4 red, 3... No. What are we doing here? So 3 plus 1 is 4. They're not good, Walter. They're not good at all. 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 plus 2... 3 plus 3 minus 2 is 4. Hmm. 3 and 1 give us 3. But there's 2 minus... No. Can I just start brute force and stuff? Oh god, so we can add and swap. And we can just add one to the other, okay. So that's 6 and 1 green. It's 4 and 1 green. Yeah, this is complicated. So that's the correct amount of reds and 3 greens. which means there isn't really any way we can noodle about with blues without throwing the balance off. This might not be the right tack. So draw links. How do we draw links? After the copy isn't right. These two are the only ones that start us off with stuff. More than one stuff. If we do this, we can start out with 413. Is there anything that lets us delete? We have a -5 and a +4. So maybe we should focus. Then if we toss in... Now, because this gets us a lot of blues, is there anything that has a minus blues and a plus reds? So 4 minus 2. We add green. So aware of that, but I think that I haven't said that. That's a 5. That's 5 and 4. Okay, what keeps us not the reds? What's it even do? Okay, so we can just extract one number. We subtract the former and add the latter. Okay, I'm beginning to understand what's on the board. Still not sure what we need. Five minus 2 is 3. 3. At this point, I'm just kind of putting stuff down just to see if anything interesting happens. If we just pick one and go for it, then we'll wind up getting thrown off when we put something else down. But I don't really have the mental capacity to look at more than one at a time. Very bad at these sorts of puzzles. Okay, so that would make that go up. It's the... Yeah. Because this just raises both of them by 1. Interesting, so... So there we have 1 and 3. Yeah, just puzzling out what the puzzle is the biggest puzzle of all. Two minus 2, 3, 3, 4. Can't look at these if they're all down on the bottom like that. So minus 4, 1, 0. I'm sure this is incredibly interesting television. It's like... Can we put one bottle in? Man, I put region puzzle difficulty on hard because it was the only difficulty option that actually looked like a difficulty option, but if it's gonna be like this, I'm starting to question if maybe I shouldn't have. So in total we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it's 7 reds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Only 4 greens. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, 10 blues. So the blues are what we need to make go down the most. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4. This will get us there by itself. Which leaves us 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 greens. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4. I think I did that right. Hmm. Five, 3, 6, 7. Chat, if I were playing on my own time, I would not ask this. But I'm gonna be terribly upset if I'm boring you. Would you all want me to just skip this? That is an option. And I think we're gonna be here for a while with me and my barely able to do basic addition brain. Trying to puzzle this out the whole time. Yeah, I think I'm done here. If I can go back and achievement hunt in my own time if it really gets at me. I'm making a note here. Huge success. Don't pay attention to anything else. Okay. So just rubber and phosphorus. Yep.
My faith in this medium has burst, just like a rubber balloon.
Tools and accessories for masterful prestidigitation.
Or weapons and defenses against visitors from the great beyond.
No,
Tools and accessories for masterful prestidigitation.
I was trying to look at that letter. Letters are always interesting. Dear Luca, I hope you will have time to visit our estate and perform another seance. Since I was last able to speak to my husband through you, I feel that my life has changed completely. I cannot wait until I can speak to him again. I may just hear this. Okay. That all this room has to show for its existence. Is this door open? Nope. Okay.
I'm afraid I can wait no longer to hear your account of the seance, Mr. Galici. So please, tell me what you saw.
Lady Craven wanted to meet the spirit of the Raja. My conjuration was successful. Perhaps even too successful. I am sure the spirit was the only one who could have taken the diamond. Lord Craven needs to leave me alone.
Do you think the police will believe you?
Of course. I didn't take anything. And spiritual phenomena are beyond their control. Or should I summon the ghost again so they may attempt to handcuff it?
I think I would prefer to begin my investigation in the physical realm.
Okay, Luca, what do you have on your face? Oh, we saw that. Saw that happen, so it doesn't really tell us anything. Does training sleight of hand make your fingers skinnier? I've never heard that before. I was trying to look at your book. In addition to everything else, Mr. Holmes also has X-ray vision. Galici is lean and appears malnourished. His nose is bleeding from a heavy punch. His hands and thin fingers are definitely those of a thief trained in the delicate work of pickpocketing. He uses makeup to hide possible jail tattoos. He has fresh scratches and scrapes on his wrists from a recent and short fight. I believe he is more a criminal than a medium, and this is a new way of earning money. Or uses makeup to hide traces of his illness from malnourishment. His hands and thin fingers, he's got a conjuring tricks used to manipulate concealed items. Fresh scratches and scrapes on his wrists. Tries his best as a medium. Business doesn't go well. He's trying. Drop the talk. I don't know what illness would require you to use makeup to cover up your neck. And you know what? He's a suspect in a murder case, technically. If I go for this, we might scare him into giving us something to work with, regardless of whether or not it's true. But I don't think... Yeah, I'm gonna go with this and hope it gives me something interesting to work with.
I have shocking news that changes your situation entirely. Oh, no, wait. What am I thinking? The spirits will have told you this already.
I'm not in the necessary state for summoning. The spirits prefer clarity of mind and soul. Please, tell me.
Lady Craven died in the very next room while you were in here. Did you not hear anything?
What? How? In fact, I did hear noises. That Craven is a very loud man, but I never thought he would do that to his wife.
Well, you claim to be a medium. Perhaps you could ask her spirit why.
What? No, it's too dangerous.
Oh well, at least I can make the dead talk. Those scratches on your hands look rather painful. What happened to you?
It was those savage servants. They were so rough bringing me here as if I was trying to escape. When I'm free, I'll demand compensation.
I don't think scratches like that could have come from...
The spirits are silent, and so am I.
Okay.
This object simply isn't resonating with me.
Yeah, that was my
Do
first
you realize just how dangerous it is to hold phosphorus in the mouth?
I beg your pardon?
I'll bet it makes your rubber balloons glow impressively in the dark, but you'll regret it when the hypertension and vomiting sets in.
You mock my talents, sir. You shouldn't be so flippant about things beyond your earthly understanding. How ignorant one must be to compare a spirit's ectoplasm with balloons.
It was merely a word of caution. We both know how match factory workers look after several years on the job.
Okay.
This object simply isn't resonating with me.
That's a remarkable pin of yours, Mr. Galici. Does it have any meaning?
The butterfly? It's a reminder of a time in which I was truly happy.
What a coincidence. Lady Craven had a ring with the same design.
A coincidence indeed. I suspect it is a common theme in jewelry.
Okay.
This is all just a big misunderstanding. The spirits confirm it.
Okay, to the Mind Palace. That's certainly one interpretation. I find this very unlikely. Okay. Okay, what is left? Do I confront you about the
This is
mob?
all just a big misunderstanding.
No.
The spirits confirm it.
Do something about it, Holmes. I did not do it. You know that.
Okay, here's this door. I don't remember what that symbol represents. Body itself have more to tell us? Is that what that means? Shouldn't.
So young and so dead. Another mystery to investigate, my friend.
Search. It says there's something I still need to search in relation to the body.
Someone was not happy with his post. Someone was not happy with his post.
Seriously, Holmes, can you not do anything with this? This seems very important.
Someone was not happy with his post.
Here we are. You promised me compensation for your misconduct. In order to cover the cost of my treatment up to the scandal, I have not received a penny. You know I lost my job after your false accusation. There we are. So Lord Craven's not exactly a stand-up guy. Still more to be found. To think I originally pegged him as not being a violent alcoholic. This is what I get for trusting people.
Do something about it, Holmes. I did not do it. You know that.
Okay, so one option is that Lord Craven is the murderer. We've known that from the beginning. There's still something I'm missing.
So young and so dead. Another mystery to investigate, my friend.
What am I missing there?
Someone was not happy with his post.
Is it just that it is a location, not a thing I'm supposed to be in? Well, I just know that as soon as I find out what I'm looking for, I'm going to feel extremely dumb.
I am needed elsewhere.
I really don't think Mr. What's-His-Face did it. Mr. Craven did it. My suspicion is towards Luca, but I apparently need more evidence.
I am needed elsewhere. I am needed elsewhere.
Got upset with this. Got everything there is to find with the body itself already.
So young and so dead. Another mystery to investigate, my friend.
No, Walter, I thought of that already. I've got everything turned towards Luca is suspicious. But everything's down here. When I was doing my sweep earlier, I noticed that Did I lock myself out? Did I lock myself out of it by getting a wrong read on, like, Lord Craven earlier? Did the not accusing him of being a violent alcoholic force me to accuse him of being a violent alcoholic?
This is all just a big misunderstanding. The spirits confirm it.
Bilge, balderdash, and baloney, the lot of them.
No scratches on the lock. That would be my big case-breaking evidence.
Tools and accessories for masterful prestidigitation.
That wouldn't make any sense, though. I accused him of being a better person than he turned out to actually be, so why would that lock me into being forced to accuse him? The only thing I have left to do in my casebook is the compass rose symbol, which means we have to search here at the body itself. Nothing to say about the spilled wine. Nothing to say about the contents of the plate. There's nothing to say about his hawking stick.
Someone was not happy with his post.
It's still supposed to be the tutorial case. I can't imagine they do anything to me in. Looking at the carpet, it looks like there's like drag marks or scratches or something leading up to the door Luca would have come through if he is the murderer. But Sherlock doesn't have anything to say on the subject.
Someone was not happy with his post.
Hold on. Oh, it's screenshot mode. That's neat. Somehow to play earlier. Okay, I give up. Tell me the solution. Search the victim's bag. I'm pretty sure I did. You mean this purse here, or like the luggage?
Everything was tipped out of the bed as if it was searched.
Yeah, searching it wouldn't make sense if we assumed he caught her. Did I see something there? Oh, that's convenient. It was another letter. Okay. There we go. Okay, progress. What have we now? The theft. We already knew there was a theft. This isn't... Okay, so... I mean, there's a possibility that So we know Luke and Emma met because they owned the same moth symbol, which is massively below Lord Craven's pay grade. We know Emma was a thief. We know Luca was framed for the theft of the diamond. We know Luca could have picked the lock. Luca has defensive wounds on his wrists. I'm feeling Luca. I don't think it was Lord Craven. So now the last important bit of any Sherlock Holmes case. Now that we know the truth, what do we do with it? Do we make the arrest, bring Luca Gagliacci to justice? Luca Gagliacci is a murderer. He couldn't stop himself from killing Emma, even though he could have just told the police everything. Or, Luca fought for his life. Given his checkered past, if he were arrested, nothing could save him from a death sentence, and Emma knew it. I will not stop him from fleeing to start a new life. This was a detail that has been around in the past 2 games. In addition to deciding who done it, you also get to decide how you confront them. It's not always a direct binary, do you make the arrest or do you not? I mean, murder is an extreme solution under any possible circumstances, but again... But he didn't have to kill her to flee the scene. He already picked the lock, so... When I played Crimes and Punishments, I went for the all-absolution ending on my first playthrough, but... I don't know. I don't know if just saying you can just get away with it completely is necessarily the right answer here. Moral dilemmas. Chat, if nobody has any pressing counter-arguments, I think I'm going to go for the bring to justice ending on this go-through. Speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm sympathetic to the idea of trying to avoid a death sentence, but that did not get him anything. Okay, here we go. Luca Gagliacci is a murderer. He couldn't stop himself from killing Emma, even though he could have just told the police everything. Bit harsher than I would have put it. But we're done here. Are you still yelling at me about this? Yeah, did I miss something? Did I lock my answer in and...
I am needed elsewhere.
Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that compass rose just means that this is a location we can go to. I'm not particularly secure in that answer, but... Now we've made our bed, now it's time to sleep in it, I guess. Let's go ask Mr. Luca what he thinks about this conclusion we've drawn about his little wrist markings. Yeah, probably a good idea.
Luca Gagliacci, I know you murdered Lady Craven, and I can prove it.
That would be a grand story for the newspapers. But where's your proof? I was locked in here and could not hurt a fly.
I guess this is the most relevant answer.
Yes, the locked room. Good of you to mention it. I inspected the door between the rooms, and the lock on it is piteous. You could open it with a penknife.
So I am now a burglar, as well as a thief and a murderer?
As for the motive, it's obvious that you deduced that Lady Craven was the real thief. Of course, it helped that this was not your first encounter with Miss Emma.
I am...
She's stuttering. I think we got it.
About. How on earth can you believe this?
I think the police will easily find the proof when they browse their archives.
And lastly, the actual physical evidence that made me pick this one.
Your wrists are bloodied, and there's no way a servant's manhandling could cause such an injury. It was Lady Craven as you strangled her.
You are fantasizing, Mr. Holmes.
It is done, Luca. You will be arrested. Your best strategy now is to confess and hope your reasons were justified.
Oh, yeah!
I don't know how.
I am an actual detective sometimes.
But yes, I killed her. I had to. This woman could not get away with ruining my life twice.
Twice?
I knew Emma before she was a lady. I mean, she pretended to be noble back then too. But only so our gang, the Moths, could steal from those snobs. She betrayed us, stole all our money and disappeared, leaving us to rot in jail. I was young. I spent 3 years in that hell.
And tonight, she tried to set you up again. Did she recognize you?
She didn't. I came to her afterwards, pleading that she drop this farce, but she laughed in my face. I just remembered my time in the clink, all I suffered while she indulged. And I grabbed her throat.
God damn my bleeding heart. I know we already decided it was the punishment, but... Man, I'm really vulnerable to these sorts of sob stories, but... Do we stick the path? Do we stick the path we went? Sherlock making that totally placid, unamused face while we discuss this is not helping my emotional state. It was so much easier in the previous two games. As soon as you made your decision, the stage ended. Now you gotta, like, listen to him and then change your mind, and... The whole reason he did it was to keep out of jail. God, but Victorian jails were so terrible, and he's black in the 1800s, and... God damn it, we made our decision. Murder is murder. Murder is murder. Can't just let him walk away. I don't think. I don't think. I'm stalling in case Walter has anything else to say. But I think we've made our bed. Yeah, I'm thinking too. Truck, you're still here. Hi. We're deciding whether to throw a guy in jail. While Holmes does his little shuffle. Sometimes he kind of tips his head back a bit, like just enough that you kind of start to see out of his nostril, and it just looks so smug. I don't like thinking that, like, she got what was coming to her. She was just a thief, not a murderer, but... Yeah, I imagine that's a topic you'd have thoughts on, Walter. You know what? You know what? You know what? When I played Crimes and Punishments, I wound up going for the all-absolution ending. and I was happy with how it turned out. I feel really bad about what happened to him. The victim was a criminal. I think I'm going to go absolution this time. Maybe I'm just a bleeding heart, but it's my stream and you'll have to live with it.
You already suffered at Miss Emma's hands once. I'm not convinced you deserve to suffer again. I can't help but notice the window latch seems faulty. Perhaps I should leave you here alone and fetch someone. I'm afraid it may take me some time.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
The police won't notice your disappearance immediately. Run, leave Cordona, and try to lead a decent life.
I won't forget your kindness. I owe you everything, Mr. Holmes.
I have my thoughts on spirit mediums, but he's not a criminal anymore. I don't particularly feel like we did the wrong thing.
We know you're in there. Imbeciles, why are you dawdling? Step aside.
That was too much fun, Sherry. I'm buzzing. Buzzing. Wasn't it fun?
A woman died, John. I was too slow to the truth, too hesitant to intervene. How can you...
Oh, lighten up. Those people made their choices. If you swan about with a diamond in your pocket, that's what happens. Wealth is a weakness.
So we must blame those who covet it.
Sherlock's from a rich family, isn't he? His old man was a country squire. His old man was a country squire.
I suspect you perhaps cannot grasp the true horrors of mortality, John.
His brother works for the government.
My perilous existence, thank you very much.
I must admit, even if the outcome of the adventure was imperfect, there was some pleasure to be had in the puzzle.
Well, Cordona seems more depraved and decadent than we thought. I bet you'll get another chance.
A bet, you say?
Ah, figure of speech. Just a figure of speech.
Damn. Well, take one last look at the view, then we must be off. It's time to do what we came here for.
Welcome to Cordona. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy, I anticipate. And someone gave us 80 upside-down Wulongs. Okay. No, can we? Is there a place? Huh? Okay. In the previous two games, in Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments and Sherlock Holmes the Devil's Daughter, as soon as you finished a case, the game gave you the option, would you like to know if you got the correct answer? And once you knew all the correct answers, you could go back and look through and say, oh, I get it. Oh, you dirty son of a gun. I get it. He is teleporting. It's because he doesn't have a meat space body. Oh my god, they did Creepy Watson on purpose and made it a plot void. That's fun. That's fun. I like this game now. Anyway, like I was saying, in the previous two Sherlock Holmes games by this company, you could check whether your answer was correct enough as soon as you beat a given case. And once you did know the correct answer, you could go back and say, oh, I get it. This answer isn't right because it doesn't explain this evidence, or this answer isn't right because I misinterpreted this, or this answer wasn't right because this leap is built on shaky ground. But man, it's gonna eat at me so much not knowing. I mean, we got a confession out of that one, so it should be fine, but man, I'm nervous. But whatever the case, we have been streaming for over 2.5 hours. We've got a case down. The open world has just opened up to us. I think now would be a good time to stop. What do you all think? I'm asking you still. I'm going to stop you. I don't actually. Yeah, we're wrapping up here. Do we all feel up to rating somebody? Perhaps, maybe? Let's see, who's live right now? Who's live that I could hit up? Who's live relatively small enough that they'd probably appreciate an injection of 3 viewers? Let's see. Choco is streaming Yakuza 0. I know, Walter, you're a fan of that game. How long has he been going? Has she been going, rather?
One more. Do we do the...
Yeah, just starting up some karaoke. Y'all feel up to that? Yeah, sounds like a plan to me. We're going to be raiding Kyokoto. Am I the sort of person who has a raid message? I never particularly thought I was. Yeah, I guess just be polite once we arrive. Kyo_Koto streaming Yakuza 0. That is where I'm sending you all. Until next time, thank you all for showing up. I appreciate you hanging out with me while I play this game. And I will see you all tomorrow at the same time, hopefully. Oh, wait, Walter, do you not know about raids? I'm just gonna click a button on my end and you're gonna be transferred over automatically. That's a thing Twitch does sometimes. I will also be attempting to fix the the voting system on my own time. But until then, I'll see you all later. Thank you. Bye-bye.